What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's your boy Chris Rush, Mayor Whoville. Well. I had to go live for to show our friend.
I have
Let's
nothing to do
talk
with
about
this.
real quick.
Whatever you want to call this. I don't even understand why they're having this. They had an inauguration yesterday, and now we have all this. What did Trump do for all of this to happen? He just came into office. What is this? I see signs of unity and love and peace, and yet at his inauguration they were burning a McDonald's, a Starbucks, limousines, and anarchy in the streets. This is what is this? When he was elected, rightfully, by the majority of the country, so even though there are half the country like this that disapprove, what about the other half that do like him? What about them? What about their feelings? When Obama was president and he pushed his political agenda, political correctness, and he pushed all his agendas, did you see people doing all this? No, because we united behind our American president and we stuck it out and everything. So what? What?
Yeah,
This
can you
is
come
not,
in here?
for some reason,
Come
this
in
is
here.
not letting me
Come in,
pause.
come in.
I gotta pause this real quick. Okay. Now,
He is totally right.
Give
this man an award for this year. Somebody. I mean, we're gonna talk. We're gonna walk through this. My boy Chris is here, so he's gonna commentate, and then we're gonna put him on the camera in a minute. So feel free to jump in anytime, Chris. My boy here, man, said, "What is this? What is this? What is this anarchy? What is this? What? I don't understand. He won. Obama won. There was none of this." Now, I see people try to say, well, people weren't happy. Of course people weren't happy, and you can find pictures of certain things, but you didn't have people burning things down. You didn't have people tearing up streets. Anarchy, what is this? I just love this man. Big Joe is a hero, bro. This Big Joe is a hero. He stood up there and let these people know right off what the deal is. And watch this Lib girl think she's trending. Listen to what she says real quick. Listen to what she says real quick. This is just amazing. Hold on. Hopefully it's going to play for y'all. Hold on. Let's go back.
No, Trump was not.
What made him not? When was he not elected?
You're oblivious.
You're oblivious. You're on a bicycle and you're oblivious.
What are you talking about?
All right, somebody made this comment earlier on Facebook. This is their level of argument, you guys. You're on a bicycle and you're oblivious. That's their argument, Chris. He's on a bicycle. I mean, really, you sound so stupid. Really?
Absolutely.
You're on a bicycle. That's your diss? You're on a bicycle? Woman, you're out there acting a fool. You're out there being associated with stupos. You're on a bicycle. That's her argument. Let's keep this going real quick.
Let me go back.
Sorry, y'all.
What do you think we're here for?
Trump.
We're here to make a change, and people like you
Change?
are the reason there's still a problem.
Listen,
People
I'm
like
against
you.
political
People
correctness.
like you.
No, people like you.
I'm against
agenda.
Know your
Political correctness.
history.
Know your history.
Listen. You know why Trump couldn't get anyone to his inauguration? Because of the McCarthyism Hollywood that was going to stigmatize somebody for supporting Trump. This is the United States of America. You could support Trump and still be without ostracizing. You want to ostracize someone and then you're going to turn around and make life difficult for them? That's political correctness is a disease.
I feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for you because Planned Parenthood is a racist
I can't. For some reason, it's not letting me pause this. Listen to this, y'all.
Planned Parenthood. You know what? Margaret Sanger thought very little.
She said, know your history, right?
She thought they were ignorant.
Teach them the history, Big Joe. Let them know.
And you know what Planned Parenthood is?
Tell them about Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is
That's a lie?
You cannot put down
You
one
should be against
company.
Planned Parenthood. We shouldn't be funding any type of Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a joke. And anyone that doesn't know their history,
Really?
know your
Okay,
history
man.
about Margaret
Amen.
Sanger.
Know
The
your
beginning of
history.
Know
Planned
your
Parenthood.
history.
Planned Parenthood is the most racist organization.
Amen.
Know your history before you start supporting some. Okay?
You see that. You try not to.
What?
What is she
That's
talking
not
about?
a woman. I'm a man. A straight man.
Listen to this, man.
A straight man. You know your history.
They don't know about Planned Parenthood. He's letting them know the history of Planned Parenthood right now. Teach them. Teach them. Okay, this thing finally wants to pause. That took like
a year and a half for that thing to pause. Chris. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, when we know how long it took women to have some of these rights that you're talking about, and Republicans, most of them are the ones that fought for these women's rights. You might not know that. Okay, you may not know all the other controversy that. Be honest, there's a group of women who didn't want to because they knew that voting mean that you had to maybe go be drafted into different responsibilities because you didn't just vote. And I think back in the day, you couldn't vote unless you own property, and you own property. Is that right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think there was.
Oh, sorry. I think you might be muted. Go ahead. Sorry, buddy. You've been muted that whole time.
Yeah, there was absolutely a time we had to own property.
Right, and the reason why that was established because if the idea was like if you own property. And you wouldn't vote like you're voting in maturity. You're voting literally, economically. You're that thinking. Not like we have today. We might have a bunch of 18-year-olds voting against our money, voting against our civil rights because they want free this and free that. They don't own nothing. But the moment they become 35 and they have their own stuff, then their minds begin to change because maturity comes. I'm not trying to say women shouldn't have the right to vote. I'm not trying to say that. She doesn't know any of that. Know your history. They don't know about Margaret Sanger. They don't know that Margaret Sanger was a blatant racist who the Planned Parenthood was started to end the black community. It was a plan to decrease the black population. Mrs. Sanger was a monster. Like literally said, the best thing a big family can do for their child is to kill the youngest. I mean, this was her mind frame. So she feels sorry for him. No, sister girl, 200,000 people or 1 million people watching this feel sorry for you. She's like, you're just out here hating us. No, you're not understanding what you're doing. You don't understand what you're supporting. You're being co-opted. Which he begins to break down. Mike, I see that you're on here real quick. Probably trying to figure some stuff out for me. Here, while you're sitting there on it, go ahead and play the video for me. You may have to cut back to the video and play it. It's a little bit of delay. He'll get to that real quick. Chris, any thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
just go ahead and play it, Mike.
It's just unfathomable. I've been watching videos of maybe you've seen it too.
Heaven is for real, and this kid meets his sister who died in the womb in heaven, and it just sinks in like more and more. Like, what is going on with our country? It's unbelievable. So.
Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see if we get this video to play real quick. Come on, video. Don't do this to me now. He drops knowledge. I can't have this. What is going on?
Yeah. I just, it speaks volumes that it's not worth discussing. I mean, these are babies. These are human beings. Like, anybody any woman who has had a child, any man who is a father and has been there, and seen a child.
I don't even understand why they're having this. They had an inauguration.
That this wasn't a
for all of this to happen. He just came into office. What is this? I see signs of unity and love and peace, and yet at his inauguration they were burning a McDonald's, a Starbucks,
And there's still a problem.
Listen,
People
I'm
like
against
you.
political
People
correctness.
like you.
No, people like you
People
with
like
your
you.
political correctness
Know your
agenda.
history.
Political
Know your
correctness.
history.
You know
Know
what?
your
Political
history.
correctness
You
is
know how long it
un-American.
took for
Why you
women?
think? You know why Trump couldn't
You
get
know
anyone
how
to his
Trump-
inauguration?
Come
Because
on.
of the McCarthyism Hollywood that was going to stigmatize somebody for supporting Trump. This is the United States of America. You could support Trump and still be without ostracizing. You want to ostracize someone and then you're going to turn around and make life difficult for them? That's a political correctness is a disease. Oh yeah, I feel sorry for you because Planned Parenthood is a racist system. Margaret Sanger was a Planned Parenthood. You know what?
Don't you just love this guy who's right next to him? He's loving it.
She thought they were ignorant and they shouldn't exist.
Yeah, me speech just like,
and you know what Planned Parenthood is about?
He's a liar? No, he's telling the truth. Planned Parenthood sterilized black people. That's a correct thing.
We shouldn't be funding any type of Planned Parenthood.
You shouldn't be funding. We shouldn't be allowing abortion. I love this guy in the American flag right there. He's loving it. He's loving this. Mold your history. The Planned Parenthood while you're marching.
It's the most racist organization.
The most racist organization.
Okay? What? That's why I'm not a woman. I'm a man. A straight
Be a proud man, bro. Be a proud.
Now the lady comes out of nowhere.
About Planned Parenthood. Do you know about Planned Parenthood? Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger, the whole reason for
let them know, bro.
Was to sterilize black people so they wouldn't reproduce.
So what? So what?
Yeah, okay. So Trump is not a...
Wait. Did he say so what? Did she say so what?
Exactly.
Sorry. Sorry to who? What? People that don't
right now is set up. Democrats are systematically racist, man.
I'm not offended by Trump, and half the country is not offended by Trump. So what about them? What about them? What about the rest of the country that's not offended by Trump? What about them? Huh?
Did she say so what?
Did she say so what when he said Margaret Sanger tried to genocide the black community? So what? But Trump's a racist. Trump's a racist. So what? This is what you have to do when you agree with these people. You have to like say so what to Margaret Sanger's mission. Now I'm sorry. Let's go back to my point.
Those elitist Hollywood people that said they were gonna leave, they didn't leave. They're protesting.
Y'all need to leave. Hollywood, y'all need to go.
Leave. This is a free country. What you're doing now, you're going to bring anarchy,
Yes.
and then you know what's going to happen? Martial law. And
martial law
that you're talking about now, you're going to lose them.
You're going to lose
you're
them.
Gonna understand what
Man, I hope by pausing this doesn't ruin this.
This is so... There's still an echo.
They love Islam. They should go to an Islamic country. The women should all go to the Islamic country. They love them.
I'm hearing that. Is there an echo? Hold on. Is there an echo? Echo with just me? Okay. This is really key what he ends up saying.
All right,
I don't know what's going on.
We're working out the kinks here at the studio. What he's saying right here is really key. The more you bring anarchy, the more the government then has to be a heavy hand. Then you're going to have martial law, and you're making Trump be the very thing you don't want because you don't want to respond rightly.
Real situation. You have people in this group who are socialists, who are anti-American and anti-our freedom, and they're latching on your different causes, and they're playing on your emotions so that they can get you all riled up, so that you can turn around and continue to do what you're doing and divide the country, and then bring about chaos and anarchy.
Is anyone listening to this man right now?
That's what's really going on.
That's what's really going on. Somebody open their eyes.
That's what's happening.
You're being played. They're using your ignorance for their betterment.
I've seen them at rally. They even make signs for you people, and you don't understand what's going on.
You don't understand that. Lord forgive them. They do not know what they're doing.
You might have some good causes and everything, but you
may think you got some good causes.
Trump didn't do anything yet. Choose your battles correctly. Use your head.
Yes. Use your head.
Huh?
Isn't it amazing that one man can stir up everybody? One man with truth, with a power of voice.
What is Trump doing about
Look
education? He just got into office.
Seriously, dude ain't even like day one, dude. Day one, they're already saying he's not doing a good job. Hey, man, I mean, I'm not the one to cover for Trump and carry water for him at all. But man, dude, can he have Monday? Can homeboy have Monday? Can y'all give him Monday? And what he's saying is so key is that they don't understand that the bigger picture is that they are being played. They are being used by people who have an agenda to come and to co-opt what they think they're doing it for, and to use it to bring martial law, to use it to bring more control, and to take away more people's freedoms. This man is speaking the truth, man. Is anyone here listening? Is anyone hearing this dude? He is a hero, national hero right now.
I love this next part.
Yeah, I would love it too.
Free education.
I would love it too if it would play for me right now. Let's go. I'm about to hop on y'all comments real quick, so let me know real quick. I would put it on the camera. They're telling me right now that things aren't coming through. Audio's not coming through correctly. I might have to jump on. Yeah. You know, we're doing some big things here at the studio. We're trying to make things right for you guys. We're working out little kinks, trying to work out the battles. Let me see what I'm going to do real quick. Let's do this.
Whatever you want to call this, I don't even understand why they're having this. They had an inauguration yesterday, and now we have all this. What did Trump do for all of this to happen? He just got elitist Hollywood people that said they were going to leave. They didn't leave. They're protesting now. You don't like him, you don't want to be here, then leave. This is a free country.
Get out of here.
What you're doing now, you're going to bring anarchy.
Get out of here.
And continue to do what you're doing and divide the country and then bring about chaos and anarchy so that they can bring martial law. That's what's really going on. Open your eyes and use your head. That's what's happening. I know for a fact, I've seen these socialists in your group. I've seen them at rally. They even make signs for you people, and you don't understand what's going on. You have to open your eyes. You better be smart.
You better be smart. Look at he's trying to help him like a father. Be smart.
Trump didn't do anything yet. Choose your battles correctly.
Be smart. Joe's trying to help them. Look at the crowd he's got for just speaking the truth. They ain't never heard the truth before. What are you doing about education?
He's never got a whooping before.
What's the problem? What is Trump doing about education? He just got into office.
He just got the job. What did Obama do for education? What did Obama do for education? We're still suffering. Inner city's still suffering.
The controlled media, education has taught you guys that you're following the controlled media, that whoever they demonize, you just automatically follow. And that's what education does for you, then we need to change it. Because you shouldn't be like that. You should be free thinking, and you should be able to see right from
I absolutely love this man.
Because you're following whoever, someone gets on TV and says, this is so, and then you just follow it. That's not using your head. That's not being smart. People, wake up.
Don't be robots.
Okay, you want to be logical. You want to be
logical.
Smart.
They don't want to be logical.
But don't follow all this nonsense just because you want to be. There's so many people that supported Trump, but they were afraid to openly support him. But you know when they supported him? In the voting booth. And that's what all of you people didn't understand. A lot of people supported Trump, but they were afraid. They're even your friends, but they were afraid to tell you they supported him. And you know what? When they went to the voting booth, they voted for him. And that's where that's where all of you people right now, all of you people are now shocked. Because you couldn't believe that he could be elected. Because nobody thought he would have been elected. But
I love this guy.
He is elected, and he is our president. And you need to unite behind him now. Because you know what? If
Check
you
this out.
continue to
Wisdom.
do what you're doing, you are going to divide this country.
Divide this country.
You're going to bring about martial law.
Bring about martial law.
Lose your rights. You're
lose your
rights.
rights.
Lose your freedom.
Lose your freedoms.
Your biggest fear, he will be a dictator. Then.
Yep.
You better be smart.
Better be smart people.
You don't understand what's about ready to happen.
Yes!
And be smart.
Be smart. Joe, we love you, bro.
They're like, okay,
Joe.
Daddy.
Joe. Okay, I'm going to go back to screen one. I feel like I don't know what's going on. People are saying there's an echo. Y'all let me know, like people watching live right now. There's an echo of me right now. I may be even so bold to try to turn on my own mic. Hold on a second. I don't think there's an echo right now. All right. Well, if you haven't seen that whole video, please go watch that video. I mean, he broke it down. And hold on, let me bring Chris. Chris is in the building. Wave to the people right there, Chris.
Hey, everybody.
What do you think about that, Chris? Talk to us real quick.
Oh, that was amazing. I think, I wanted to come to his defense. I think most of us are like, oh, we got to help. And then at the end, you're like, oh, like, Joe just laid it out, man. It was like Daddy, like Daddy just whooped him.
Yeah.
Killing me, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So
yeah, move over a little bit to because we're about to go into this mode right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We could either look at each other, we could both look at the camera. But I like the fact that he broke down. First of all, Trump was elected fair and square. There's obviously a lot of people out there who agree with him, but they're not going to be out marching the streets and doing all what you guys are doing.
Right.
Two, this is not fair. We didn't do this for Obama. People didn't act like this. Now, somebody out there would say there was protesting going on for Obama. That was after his policies began to show fruit. When he was pushing Obamacare, he was pushing his illegal immigration and all of that good stuff. Three, I mean, he was breaking down. You're dividing the nation right now, and you totally are. The more you do this, the more even I'm offended. I've of course got a wife, and I know Christian women, but when I see women act like this, they have been, it makes me look at women like y'all are disgusting. Ugh. And man too, no doubt, for sure. But just ugh. And it does divide you. It does make it like everything has to be about politics. I never used to think in the light of politics all the time. But when you begin to see how people are viciously acting, it's dividing the nation. And only Jesus, this is why I posted on my Facebook the other day, we need Jesus' leadership, because only his leadership is going to help us have a heart of reconciliation. 4, I don't even know what number I'm on. He's talking about, listen, martial law will happen. You guys keep destroying stuff. You keep doing this. You're going to get the other side mad. They're going to respond badly. And before you know it, Trump's going to have to do something like that because you've created an environment to do that. Big Joe is my hero. I hope, the Tea Party did not riot. That's exactly right, Wendy. Yeah. Thanks for everybody helping me out with the get Joe on your program. We will get Joe on our program. We got some big stuff coming up, you guys. The reason why you're seeing these kinks in the show right now is because we're gonna be kicking off in February and hopefully be smooth, big. I'm telling you, I don't want to spoil it, but it's some big. That's why Chris is here at 11 o'clock because we're about to talk about the plans for the new year. It's going to be pretty big, so I'm pretty sure we'll be big enough where we can call Joe on the phone, get him on the phone. I think we'll be big enough where
Joe up here.
We could call almost anybody by the time 6-7 months into our show, is because it's not just going to be me. All right, some of you guys who follow me on Facebook, you already got a little taste of that. I posted that about on Friday, so super happy. Well, anyway, you guys, maybe share this video. Hopefully it's not too long. Obviously, people have been sharing the Joe video. Big Joe, there's nothing else to be said, man. Except Jesus saves, man, and Jesus, we need to submit to Christ. What else is to be said? I mean, he said it. Anything else, Chris?
No, I think, I think part of the problem is that, a man and a wife, I think we need to understand the unity there and the support we get from each other. And it's like, we've just totally separated that. You know what I mean? It's like the women are just doing their own thing and the men are over here. And
well, it's interesting. I was talking to somebody.
They're supposed to be one. And
yeah.
We're totally divided.
I was talking to somebody earlier and they were telling me a lot of these women, she was telling me that a lot of her friends who were marching in her march, friends she knew from back in the day. They're unhappy women who most of them aren't married. And I would say I'll bluntly say not attractive women. I mean, we showed the video with Jeff and those women. I don't know if I must have deleted that. I could go find that. The video of those women yelling and throwing stuff at him, those very unattractive women. And I don't hate to be like that, but their spirit and physical weren't attractive. And they talking about some free birth control and stuff like that. Ain't nobody trying to get with you, girl. Why you even worried about that, though? Okay. But that's a whole nother thing. What my point, I guess.
What am I doing on here, man?
I don't know what we're doing right now, but I guess I'm trying to say is that when you have, when you find a good godly man, women, and when you find a good godly wife, you treat each other lovely. You don't have to find your worth from society. You don't have to be like, we're not worth it. We're fighting for our value. Because you don't care what society cares, because you care about what your husband or wife think, and they love you. They adore you. Society, this is what's wrong with the black community. Listen, Chris loves me. My friends like me. My wife, I'm not trying to, if the society is racist or not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, man. Because I'm going to be concerned about what really matters in life, and this is how black people got through during the worst times in American history, where they focus on God, they focus on doing right, they focus on loving their family, they found their identity and their worth amongst each other, not what they think the world sees them as. Anyway,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I totally believe if you're a single woman, and a lot of those women are gay, a lot, and maybe not. I mean, there were some business women I was driving Uber, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to the march," and they weren't talking to me, but they were like, "Oh, we're going. I'm bringing my daughter," and blah 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 blah. So I don't want to paint everybody like that. I guess I'm talking about the loudmouth ones. I'm talking about the ones. I mean, yeah. So, and there's a lot of father wounds. I mean, to be a little bit more compassionate, there's a lot of father wounds. A lot of these people never grew up with dads, so they don't know what that's about either. And then they got just a lot of bitterness that's been fed to them by the left, telling them that the white man's out to get them, and she said he's the problem he's out there preaching the truth about unity and love, and hey, but y'all, what are y'all on? So, anyway, that video was absolutely incredible. I see you, Wendy. They were gay. Zoe going to show up. Yeah, I ain't gonna say much right now, Wendy. What's coming down the pipeline? Just understand, we got some big plans going on. Well, anything else, Chris? I just felt like that was too good not to comment on.
Oh, that was good.
And the fact that also he was like a black man standing in this crowd, how one voice could just push back everything. I mean, he could just push back and make waves. And he made a point, a lot of people were nervous about, let me see something real quick. Sorry. Sorry, let me check this real quick. Oh, no. A lot of people were nervous about, there we go, about, going out and being a voice against it. Because you see how these people are getting punched in the face and everything, and all that good stuff. So, anyways,
yeah, I just had I had someone say, I still don't know how Trump got elected, and it's like, on election day, and I'm sorry, I'm not election day, on inauguration day, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
There's people in the streets throwing rocks at police officers with, let's be honest, the left ready to hang these police officers. They do anything. They, I mean, they're like, oh, well, the police officers haven't roughed anybody up yet. And I'm thinking they're throwing rocks at them. They're injuring the,
I don't know how, yeah.
Nobody, they literally are watching the cops to be like, well, what are they going to do? Let's see, and I'm thinking, how are you confused that Trump got elected? When literally,
I mean, this makes me want to.
What are you wondering about?
This makes me want to go get a Make American Great Again hat. And you all know how I feel about Donald Trump. I think he is a disgusting human being. I'll be honest. I mean, grab him by the pee and his whole thing, how he did with Cruz. It's so many I could go on. But when you respond by organized crime, those protesters aren't really protesters. They're dressed in black. They have a system. I've been watching them. They'll hit a window and then they'll move and then let the next person come hit a window and move, because they're trying to keep it where you can't keep up who's doing it.
Yeah.
And just imagine if a bunch of people did that because Barack Obama was president, or Hillary Clinton. Like if Hillary Clinton got elected and that was going on,
we would be terrorists. They can't.
Absolutely.
Someone who says I am
Yeah.
fighting for ISIS, I'm killing people, I am a terrorist. Well, that's not really. No, I don't think so. If we go and say Barack Obama is wrong, and I'm gonna go into the street, it's terrorist. You know what I mean? And it's it's unbelievable what's been going on to the Christian community.
I mean,
we could go in such a deep hole.
David just said, when I was young, cops would have been cracking skulls, and it's just like what happened to, and this is why people will want Trump to be that strong man, because they're like, we're sick of people doing this type of stuff. We need somebody to get the police to crack down on them. Like, this is why this stuff happens, because people are now demanding, like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of highways being shut down every time something happens. I'm sick of, seeing this stuff on TV and it's putting fear, like, man, so they are gonna crack down harder, but, and then I don't know. It's just gonna be martial law. These snowflakes, man. All because you lost an election.
And it's just like Big Joe said. You want free education? Look at what you're doing. You need to change your education, because you're absolutely you need a better education.
Well, the sad part about it is that people don't understand that the conspiracy behind all of it is that this isn't done by accident. There are people using you. There are people playing on your emotions. They're hijacking your your things that may be somewhat like legit. Most of it's not, but let's say something that's legit. I mean, they hijack it and they use it. You may go to the march for like, man, I think women should get paid more, which I could go through that myth of how that's a myth that women get, but I could go through that myth, and I will, because women do get. But the reason why the statistics show that men get paid more is because we do harder jobs. We work so we do more construction jobs. We do more jobs that are life threatening. We do jobs that keep us away from our families more after we have kids. Most women who have kids, a lot of them don't go back to work, or they'll cut down their hours. So there's a reason why the numbers. But let's just say I'll give you that. But you'll show up to that march and they're handing you a pro-abortion sign. They're handing you, all the other causes. They're hijacking and using you. And I just hope that, part of what we're doing is that we don't want young people just being sucked away. And I hope that we can do a better job as trying to explain conservative values, trying to expose the lie, how you're being manipulated, and so that you're not being used as a tool. Yeah, this is the lawlessness in the Bible that the Bible was talking about. Absolutely. I mean, it's just going to get worse. I mean, you see the lawlessness regarding the issue of abortion. You see the lawlessness regarding Hillary Clinton and her emails and all her blunt lies. It's just from top to bottom. There is no lot, and that's the scary thing about the era that we're entering. There is no truth, so it doesn't matter anymore. It's all about right or left. If you're Republican, doesn't matter. Our guy's in, so it won't matter if it's true or if it's Democrat. And it's like, no, let's be people about truth, because that's how we can build a relationship with one another. Absolutely, we need to start arresting these people, man. Just checking out our comments here. Absolutely. Well, we had God sent his messenger, man, Joe, and his video is going viral, man. I saw earlier it was 100,000. I think about 5-6 hours ago. It's 200,000 now. So people were hearing it, man. Hopefully people will see it. I understand that Trump did say grab him by the, and Trump did.
10 years ago as a Democrat. I mean, there's some changes.
Oh God, here we go with Chris. Me and Chris have an issue with this. He covers for him too much. Well,
I'm talking, Ted, the things he said in the campaign
I don't care.
are accurate.
I understand. I know.
He said a lot during the campaign.
I know. I understand that. But if his response was, that's when I wasn't a Christian, then I get it. But his response isn't that. It's, well, hey, I was golfing with. I've heard Hillary Clinton's. Bill has said worse of the golf field. That was his response.
Bill?
That's what
No.
Trump's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
So
not
I
saying
can totally.
anything. I don't know what
My
was
point
said.
is, my point is, I understand why people would not
Mystery.
be happy with the president of a guy that we have that soundbite. I mean, he's the first president we have something vulgar like that on. I understand that, but at this point, ladies and gentlemen, right now we have to let that go and really hope for the best. So, all right, well, appreciate you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead and fade out of here. Allhandsondeck media.com.
God bless.
Yeah, check you guys out later. Peace.